I keep walking.
Start heading for the lawn. Don't think I've ever been here.
I've been here once or twice. But considering this guy's the guy that got the bounty, maybe he should probably tell us where to go.
He had showed you the paper before. You guys are actually to meet in front of the council and display the bodies of the fallen.
Oh yeah,
as proof of your contract.
And would I know how to get there?
You actually would not. To get there, you would have had to gone through the cloud top, and most people these days are generally not permitted past that point without some level of authorization.
Yeah, which is understandable.
Probably
As a simple entertainer, I picture just like in the main areas of the more busy areas of the city.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I guess I would know the way.
Oh yeah, you would definitely know the way. Alright, so as you guys, continue closer and closer, practically almost there, the peddler's like, so, we're just about there, and do you plan to, drag me by the arm wherever you're going?
I look down at him. I get really close to his face. Friend.
Friends don't hold on, grab friends like that.
He's like, I mean, sure, I don't mind making a few new friends, but, this is just a little slightly uncomfortable, and, sure, I made a pal with you, but you're always, welcome to my shop. I'll keep a special inventory for you. Gives kind of that sound with the mouth and winks.
Name.
And Mystify's just telling him to let him go.
Name, sir? My name.
Shop.
Pressure has written one-word sentences because I ran out of water.
Wow.
Wait, I have water down here. Pressure now has water. We're good.
Right. I was like, my shop. I've been meaning to rename it for a while now, but it's the Fortune's Fool.
I nod and I let him go.
Thank you. Please, take this. And he pulls out a parchment and holds it out to you.
Look at it.
As you look at it, it seems to be an advertisement for his business.
Does it have words
but
on
with
it?
his signature. There's words.
I throw it.
Does your character not know how to read?
He knows how, it just hurts.
Like, well, in that case, I'll try my best to remember your faces.
Yeah, I'll ask him if he has another one of those, and I'll hold on.
By all means, hand you another one.
I take it. What was it again, exactly?
As you take a glance at it. It's all written in common. It's an advertisement for the Fortune's Full, his shop. Advertising like, magical wares, traveling goods, commodities, oddities. And at the bottom, you notice there's a signature, and it's his signature. That there, sir, with my signature as proof that you are my acquaintance, and you'll have he gives you a wink, a nicer selection of my wares.
Thank you.
Eventually, you guys slowly start making your way into the city of Iman. Every once in a while, people, mostly humans, scattered about. Occasionally, you see a two. Just kind of caring about their business. Every so few of them just kind of take a stop and say to glance at Crusher. And Crusher, you actually notice as you're walking, a few of them actually even wave to you. A good number of them actually children.
I don't look at any of them.
Okay.
There's children?
There's a few scattered about.
Alright, so where do we need to head? To claim this supposed reward. Question.
Huh? What? Crusher's audio went out briefly.
You've essentially been asked where you guys are supposed to be going to turn this in.
Okay, so because I'm not completely caught up on geography, it's kind of like the city of Amon is on a big hill, not quite a mountain, right? And the cloud top just sticks towards the top.
Yeah, it's essentially centralized.
Okay, I point towards the middle of the city.
Cloud top to see council.
Alright, let's start headed that way then. Then once we get our reward, we can go find a place to stay for the evening. Fresh meal, bath,
So,
bed.
as you guys start making your way, you notice there's this kind of a gate with guards kind of blocking the way to the top. You see them about to kind of cross spears and block the way, and they easily see, wait a minute. As they notice Crusher, they bring the spears back. You see one of the guards just ever so quickly just kicks open the gate, steps aside.
Well, they certainly know you.
Just keep walking.
I follow with him.
Right. And you guys begin walking, through the cloud top, seeing a lot of the reconstruction has been, for the most part, complete. A lot of places look pretty nice. Every once in a while, you can spy a building that obviously looks like it was, repaired, or it's pretty fresh. You notice the patrol in this area seems to be a little bit higher than some of the other areas.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Right. And essentially where there was once the palace is essentially now it's about half the size it once was. Still stone, beautiful walls, walkway. As you walk up to the front gate, you see, of course, more sets of guards. Once again, about to, stop your guys' path and see. Oh, seems kind of relaxed. Crusher, I'm assuming, just kind of still walking past them as usual. Crusher?
Just keep walking towards him.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't hear if you responded to that or not.
Sorry.
It's all good. Alright. As you go in, walk on through, you guys are eventually stopped by this, an elf's like, excuse me, like, oh, Crusher, you returned. It's rather younger, elven gentleman, blondish hair, kind of nicely dressed. I'm assuming you're here to see the council.
I nod.
He kind of thinks to himself for a second. A good number of them are actually away at the moment, but, there should be 2 people in the hall right now. They're expecting the others a bit later, but please, this way. He just kind of leads you towards the, meeting room for the council.
Alright. I follow.
Alright.
I follow behind them.
As you follow and all enter this room, ever since the reconstruction, it's been kind of it's pretty wide open space. There's about a very large, like 40-foot circular area in the center. A number of chairs with desks kind of at the far outer corners. You can see there, one of the desks just kind of sitting down, hand on their head, blonde hair, blue dress, just kind of chewing away this gentleman with dark hair. In front of her, his clothes in brilliant reds and golds. As you come in, you hear him like, well, this is another Oh, I see this company. You see the woman look up. Yes, there's... Oh, Crusher! So good to see you again. You're back with the bandits.
I nod.
Well, present them.
I nod again, and I put my portable hoe against the wall. I step inside and start throwing bodies out.
Oh, God.
Oh dear.
So, everyone, you just watch. Big Fran just steps into the hole and just... 1, 2, 3. The gentleman in the... with the red and gold's like... Oh... Whose idea was it for him to present the bodies? That would be mine, actually.
I throw out all 23 bodies and 2 halves of the gorilla.
I don't believe I requested that. Well, you made him do it? Your funeral? I'll leave you to him. He notices the man kind of ever so quickly scurries out a different door towards the back.
And how long? How many days have passed since we started? Since in game? Since he got us?
Roughly about going on the 3rd day.
So there's bodies in there that are at least 3 days old.
Mm-hmm.
Gross. Okay, I think they've seen the bodies. Get rid of them.
Which, by the way, Kavi, in this time period, you've been reading for at least about 7 hours.
Sweet.
Good grief! What are you reading?
Your
that much
eyes
for?
are starting to hurt a little bit, but I mean, push it through.
Push it through. Keep on pushing.
I believe it's a book that's supposed to boost his constitution, right?
Yep, I will no longer have negative constitution
Ah.
if I read this.
I think
All
the
right,
book
keep
for
reading.
strength should have like pictures instead of words. Just saying, whenever it comes up.
And he was like, oh, well. You see her just kind of step down over. Definitely look the type, Pressure, my dear. What's with the gorilla?
It wouldn't be my friends.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't believe I'm familiar with any of you. Crusher, who are they?
Friends.
I give a deep bow and introduce myself. I am mystified, and he got me out of a bind, and I promised to help him with what he needed to do.
And the rest of you?
Damn. I forgot what god I chose. I forgot to write it down.
What if you get the full source of your power and just like, oh yeah, the god's pretty
I
chill.
I forgot his name. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. He just gives me some like
I remember
divine
correctly,
power every now and then. It's fine.
Pantheon, so that might help you limit your search. I think it started with a T. I could be.
I think it was in the book, so I'm gonna look in the book right now.
If I remember correctly, they got along swimmingly with, I believe it was either.
I can't believe I forgot to write that down. That was just awesome.
Yeah.
Do you remember which Pantheon it is from?
No,
It was Greyhawk.
as soon as I see it, I will recognize it.
Guessing.
How is it? No.
I'll just kind of under this desk.
Criterion, God of Liberty and Retribution.
Tritherion.
Chaotic Good, Domain is War.
What page is the gods on for it?
No love.
And Greyhawk, there's only two deities that start with a T. And that's Tharizdun, who is an evil god, and Tritherion, who is a good god.
Alright, well, I don't want to hold us up, so I'm like, I'm a cleric.
Pretty sure he's right, though no one seems to be listening.
What? Oh, no, I heard him.
Heard what?
Tritherion.
Oh.
Okay, anywho, back to you guys were introducing yourself.
Yeah, I already introduced myself. They already know Crusher. I'm guessing Kathy's kind of ignoring him. And Oriana, is up to you.
Yes, I'm a cleric that serves Tritherion. Yes, that was my god.
Oh, I see. She kind of looks you over ever so quickly. Just kind of gives a polite nod. And, oh, well, I see you two have finally arrived. We were expecting you yesterday. And she looks over to, Robin and Caden. Caden's still standing there limp, just not even caring. Oh,
Still
yeah, we got held up. Don't mind him. He's tired. But thanks to them, we're alive. We were captured by those assholes, pointing to the pile of bodies. And, they rescued us. And, do you have some place where we can kind of get cleaned up? I don't want to be in these rags anymore. I mean, we're in the city. This is a little embarrassing. Of course. Snaps her fingers. Quickly see, another human, younger, kind of about 17-year-old boy. Yes, my lady. You show our two friends and their mechanical friend to a room, please. Let them tidy up. Bring a... You see her kind of smile for a second. Bring him some clothes from, Councilman Miller's closet, please. We have my
So,
permission.
are Robin and I can't remember his name now.
Caden.
Caden. Are Robin and Caden leaving then?
They're being escorted to a room to get cleaned up.
I'll see you later then, Robin. And saying it to Robin.
She sees you. Hopefully sooner than later. It's been a pleasure traveling with you.
You too.
You see just as you hear Widow's heavy footsteps. So, back to business. Crusher, I believe you still have the document. I believe it was $650 per body, was it?
Crusher didn't read it.
I look. Do I still have the paper, or does he?
I cannot remember, actually.
I think I still had it, but yeah. I just handed it over.
You hand it to me or them?
You.
I grab it and I look over it and everything. Give me until I see how, like the reward, so I can let him know what the paper says.
As you skim down, it's like, okay, you know, from Vermont, bodies will be presented before the council, and they're like, here it is. 655 gold per body, with an additional 35 silver.
How much?
How much gold?
This
So
is
that was
much.
how many bodies?
23.
Yeah.
23. And a gorilla.
2 halves of a gorilla.
Who knows if we'll get paid for that?
So she kind of, you see her just kind of flick her wrist. Okay. And she's kind of holding the bag out towards you, Crusher. Here's the gold. 15,065.
Alright, I take it.
You see her kind of flick around this. An additional 805 silver.
Alright.
And she kind of looks at the rest of the party. You all look like you've had a better day. Did you require anything? Noticing now your clothes are all kind of dirty, some of it a little torn a bit.
A bath and a bed.
It was Crusher. If that's your gold down there, it was 15,000.
Oh.
How many bodies was it?
Not 100.
20-something
1,000.
bodies.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I would expect you to split that with us.
That put me over carrying capacity.
Apparently that's too much gold for him to carry.
Yeah.
So he has to split it with us.
Yeah, next level I can carry it easily.
It tells you can't carry anything else.
Well, it says I'm over capacity. I'm not maximum yet. But let's see. I'm going to do a thing real quick. That didn't quite give what I wanted. So let's go with So, kind of like roughly like putting my hands in there, I like grab a gold pile of 1,680 and give it to Mystify. And then 2,520, hand it to Oleana. 2,010, hand it to Coffee. I'm not counting it. Well, he's not counting it. He's just putting his hands in and handing it.
So you gave me 1680.
Yep.
I guess that's a good way to do it. Just here.
I put some D100 stuff in there to make it a little bit more random, but yeah.
Which one was mine?
The 2,520.
Oh, I appreciate the little map there, Daniel, but I got one.
Huh?
Oh
I
no,
appreciate
that
the
was
map, but I
for
got one.
me because I didn't know how it looked.
That wasn't me at all.
Wait, if that wasn't you, then... Okay.
Oh, the map. Oh, you're talking about
Yeah.
map. Sorry.
Yeah,
I thought you said math.
no.
So I apologize for that. But yeah, the map was me. Okay. Sorry.
Alright, so
That
I'm
was a
assuming
little
you're
bit
still divvying out the gold?
I handed out the gold. I just literally put my hands in, gave some gold to each person, and I did a random thing to see how much one each person got.
Okay.
Yeah. And I am no longer encumbered.
Did you see the woman just kind of puts her hands there? If you need tidying up in a place to stay, there are some fine establishments in the Abdar Promenade. Hopefully something to your liking. She kind of stops for a moment and pauses. Oh, yes, did you, require anything else? I, have a lot to get back to on my desk.
Just go burn those bodies.
She kind of looked down. I can take care of that. That's fine.
Okay.
Crusher,
Yes.
job well done. You may leave. You're free to go about your business. If you're required again, we'll send for you.
I nod.
You see her just clap. Tithy! You see the elven gentleman who escorted you in. Yes, my lady. Would you please escort them out? And do behave yourself, yes? Of course, my lady. Why wouldn't I? So you're just kind of eyeball him. Right, yes. This way. Well, my friends, it's been very lovely. Do enjoy your stay. And she kind of starts walking her way back to her desk.
I'll start heading out.
I follow.
Alright. So everyone just kind of starts making their way going back.
Yeah. We need to head to an inn or a room or a shopping.
Roughly about what time is it right now in the game? Or in the world?
Ooh, good point. This point is actually finally about 8 o'clock.
So roughly about a good time to go to bed.
Yeah.
Would I know of any where to stay? Probably only know the main city, not on top.
Let's see. You do know a few places, just kind of scattered about in the central district as well as in the Abdar's Promenade. You generally spend a lot more time in Abdar's Promenade because that's essentially the quote-unquote marketing area, a lot of bazaars, shop. It was the easiest place for you to find people to, kind of do some tricks and some coin. You were familiar with two establishments you visited frequently. One was called the Crown Jewel. That one was a finer establishment. Essentially, that was a place you went to with something a little more along the not frugal side or cheap side, but it was decent enough as it was. Went by the name Smith's Hammer.
I tell them about the two places that I know of and everything. Ask them where they want to go.
By the way, as we're walking down the street, I am keeping an eye out for a food stall.
Make me a perception check as you're doing that. As you guys have been walking through the Abdar, two establishments, you do spy a nearby, looks like a kind of elderly woman, has a small stand. Understand you see a bunch of, it looks like apples, pears, peaches. Seems to be a lot of fruit.
So that's the only one I saw?
That's the first one you see.
Did we decide on a place that we were going to head to? I put the offer up to the two places that I knew of.
I haven't been here, so.
Alright, but aside from her, as you keep moving forward, Kavi, with the group, you do see another merchant, dark-skinned man, seemingly holding a bowl and just kind of moving around from person to person, trying to get someone to try it. You see his stand is just mostly a lot of, looks like peppers, assorted nuts, spices.
Sure, I'm gonna just buy whatever he's got. I need food. There's something I can eat.
At the ready, as you approach the stall, he does small little packages about not quite like a coffee can size, but just slightly smaller. Just bags full of what's gonna be a bunch of different mixed nuts, and he does seem to have what looks like some dried out peppers in packages. Each package seems to have about 12 slices of peppers.
Okay, I'm gonna get, I guess, a thing of mixed nuts.
The big package of mixed nuts he sells going on 3 gold.
What about like a medium size?
Something bigger?
No, like something smaller.
Smaller than that?
Yeah. You said that was the bigger one, right?
Right. He does sell one that's about half that size. Anything smaller than that is generally this
You keep
personal
cutting out.
snack pack. But better.
Is better?
Grr.
Only time can tell.
He does sell one that's about half that size. He sells that for a gold. Whereas anything smaller, it's more like individual, like snack pack sizes, and those generally go for about like 35 silver apiece.
All right. I'm buying the one that's worth the gold.
Synergy one is about like essentially half a coffee can worth.
Okay. And then I continue to follow them walking, but I've cast Mage Hand, and I'm gonna have it hold the book in front of me, so I can continue to read it while I eat.
This guy. All right, so
And
as you're now walking around with this book just hovering, inches from your face, because no one can see the hand. Every once in a while, you get this like confused look from a general bystander.
I just start leading him to the first one you said.
The crown jewel.
Yeah.
All right. So after following Mystify for a good while, you finally stop at this very wide, just kind of cobblestone set outside of the building. Kind of a wood platform, kind of going up to the door. And you're hearing what sounds like music from inside.
I go in.
As you waltz on in, you see
I turn to Crusher and tell him to be careful of the door.
so
I look at this place that I visit on occasion at my head-shaped hole above the door. I nod.
actually, as you look at this place, you notice seeing every now and then the common bigger visitor. Crusher, you notice they actually modified pieces of the building to accommodate people of, say, Goliath's size and your size. So whereas the doorways before were like maybe only 6'5", 6'7", they're now like 10 foot.
Okay.
So it's a nice sized door now.
So, and I would know that I wouldn't have said it then.
It was an oversight for you. You're like, oh, wait a minute. Ah, that's right.
Yeah. So I head in.
Did you head in and...
I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say. Completely blanked. I'm a little drunk still. Don't mind me.
Smooth.